I had been selected to speak in this afternoon's COVID general debate in the House of Commons, but sadly the time ran out and I wasn't called. But this is a speech I had written and was planning to make. I would like to start by thanking my constituents in the cities of London and Westminster for the wonderful way that they have responded to this crisis. I already knew that the huge community spirit that exists in my constituency, but through my weekly calls with local residents associations, I can confirm that there is a true sense of localism in place. Residents are supporting each other as well as small independent businesses, and those businesses in turn are supporting their local communities. I and over 3,000 residents are volunteering for Westminster City Council's excellent volunteering scheme, Westminster Connects. I would like to take this opportunity to thank both the City of London Corporation and Westminster City Council, particularly Kerry Simpkin and his team, for the brilliant work they are doing to support local communities and the volunteering efforts. I also welcome the government's economic response to the Covid-19 crisis. The support packages that the Treasury and Bays have provided are a lifeline to businesses who otherwise would have faced certain closure. I am delighted to hear today that the Treasury is extending the job retention scheme and introducing flexibility from August to bring furloughed workers back part-time, something I lobbied the government to do. This is particularly welcome news for the retail, hospitality and leisure sectors in my constituency, who will not be able to operate to full capacity for the foreseeable future. Some will need to reduce their capacity to meet social distancing guidelines. Others will need to reduce their capacity to avoid running their businesses at sub-economic rates. Of the £9 billion spent annually in the West End, around 50% comes from international visitors, who we are not expecting to see return for some time. It is therefore vital for shops, bars, restaurants and hotels in my constituency that the government support schemes remain flexible and in place to support them through the economic recovery. However, there are some businesses who will simply not be able to operate even with the current support. Key among these are entertainment venues and cultural attractions. Whilst museums and art galleries may be able to adapt their protocols to allow for social distancing, many other venues will not. I am working closely with the Society of London Theatre to support their response to the pandemic. To reopen the West End theatres with current social distancing restrictions in place, only between 13 to 25% of the seats can be offered for sale. Similarly, the Royal Albert Hall predicts its capacity would have to be reduced to around 30%. Asking any business to operate in less than 30% of revenue while still maintaining their costs is unsustainable. The thriving cultural sector is not only essential for the well-being of the nation, it also contributes billions of pounds to the UK economy every year and therefore cannot be forgotten. I want to see the West End theatres, the Royal Opera House and the Royal Albert Hall and many other fantastic cultural venues in my constituency and across London and the UK thrive during the recovery, providing the much needed escape and enjoyment that the arts afford. I would welcome a statement from my Right Honourable friend, the Secretary of State for Culture, Media and Sport, outlining the support and guidance his department is providing to help the creative industries to reopen. Finally, the government announced before the crisis its much welcome plans to review the current business rate system. The Covid-19 crisis has clearly shown that this review is badly needed. The obligations that bricks and mortar businesses face in relation to their more dynamic digital competition have been amplified by this pandemic. Now is the time to take the opportunity to look at business taxes in the round and consider big and bold tax reforms to ensure that all businesses, digital, traditional and mixed, pay their fair share and together rebuild our economy in the post-COVID-19 world. Thank you.